On the new season of The Last Resort, we have seen some faces that we haven't seen in a while, Rebecca and Zied being one of them, and they seem absolutely miserable together. Even in the intro to the show, they are the only couple not interacting with each other. They're just watching this owl fly off, and that's the last smile you will see from either of them. We were first introduced to these two on Before the 90 Days. Rebecca is now 54 and Zied is 32. If you don't remember this couple, this might help.
Good morning, sexy. I want to kiss you now.
Yes, he's that guy. Rebecca, I love you so much, Rebecca. And yes, she's the woman who photoshopped her face until she looked like a cartoon. Like Mahogany. We watched them get engaged, married. They had their set of issues, but they seemed happy. That was until 90 Day Diaries, where Rebecca started to think that Zied was cheating.
I don't know who he's talking to, what he's saying. It just makes me really suspicious, especially after finding him with another woman who he claims was his friend's wife.
She used to be a private investigator, so she followed him around with a hat on.
I never chased you. You know this.
You promised me.
I promise you, Rebecca.
Nothing really came out of it, but when we caught up with them again, they seemed more miserable than ever. And now here they are on The Last Resort.
Zied and I have huge communication issues because anytime something gets hard, he just shuts down and stops talking.
That's not true.
Zied says Rebecca is always working, doesn't have time for him. They both look dead inside. But the overall tension that is between them is because Rebecca doesn't trust Zied at all.
I've been cheated on before. I've always tried not to bring that into my relationship with Zied, but he's making it really hard to do that.
Now, to be fair, Zied does not exactly help himself. He has a habit of disappearing, going out. She did see him with his friend's wife, and that just made her imagination run wild. But I find this kind of ironic, because Rebecca is the one that was actually hiding things when they first met.
I'm still keeping a huge secret from Zied. I haven't told him that I'm still married. I just filed for divorce right before my trip here.
She also was hiding what she really looked like by editing her photos to oblivion. But now she's acting like she's conducting a criminal investigation, and she'll constantly bring up her PI background. Like that explains everything.
I saw how men or women, they started going out with different friends. There's everything that Zied is doing right now.
I can see why she's worried. They seem pretty distant. She misses those voicemails she used to get.
I want to kiss you now.
But it does seem like she has already decided that Zied is guilty, and she's now just waiting for the evidence to catch up. I do think a lot of this comes from her feeling insecure. They have a massive age gap, but instead of dealing with those insecurities, it feels like Rebecca is turning every small thing into proof that she's right, that he is a cheater. But the result is that they look miserable. More miserable every single time we see them. I'm getting tired looking at them. When the couples have their first group therapy, this is when Rebecca decides to jump in.
Okay, I know that it's not the right thing to do, but as a man, when you get mad, sometimes you say something.
Yeah, that doesn't make it okay.
I think she believes she's defending the other women, but arguing with Sarper is like arguing with a brick wall, a very plastic brick wall.
Jeez Louise.
Shut up.
Don't say shut up, shut up.
I can never tell when he's being serious. Ever.
I'm triggered.
You're triggered?
Yes, I am triggered.
What trigger?
When a woman talks like this with her man, I'm triggered.
But now Sarper is on Rebecca's shit list, and I don't think you can come back from that. Zied is on that list too. Not saying he doesn't deserve being on it. He has been doing some odd things.
Midnight, 2 o'clock in the morning, something like that. And he's 400 miles away in a hotel in Virginia.
His reasoning for this is that he says he was driving, just kept driving, decided to sleep in his car, and then came home the next day. Even if nothing is actually happening though, the problem is Rebecca doesn't need much evidence. She's already convinced. Even the cast is exhausted by this.
You have been popping off this whole time in a rude way.
Well, I'm sorry you
have.
don't like it.
I don't think anyone likes it.
And it's the first session. At this point, are these two trying to fix their marriage, or are they just trying to prove each other wrong? I did laugh pretty hard when Sarper says, be careful, or Zied's gonna drive even farther next time, like to Canada. And then Thais is like really confused.
What's wrong with Canada?
No, he's like even further.
No, but it's even farther away because I'm so awful.
They do both say that they want to figure this out, work on things, but after therapy, they are immediately back to fighting. Zied gets frustrated, and instead of staying there and talking it out, he just gets up and leaves, which is one of Rebecca's biggest complaints about him. He walks outside and finds his new bestie, Sarper.
I didn't realize that you were down here.
Oh. I'll join you. Bonfire time?
He starts talking with the guys, and he says how bad things have really gotten.
If she think I'm cheating on her, so why she stay with me? Let's broke up. I'm so close to finish my relationship, to be honest with you.
He sounds exhausted, and I'm already getting exhausted watching them fight over and over again. They do attend a therapy session without the rest of the group, but they can't get through that either without arguing.
You still hurt my feelings, and you're still arguing that you didn't say or do anything wrong.
The therapist steps in, explaining that they're having issues with cultural difference, even a little bit of a language barrier, which is probably true, but I don't think that's the whole problem, because the therapist also points out something else: Rebecca's aggressive tone.
Rebecca, when you approach a situation aggressively or angrily, he's going to shut down.
And that stood out to me, because every conversation immediately is like this huge confrontation. Rebecca does acknowledge this and says she can work on it.
I could certainly learn to be less aggressive with my tone.
And the two of them do calm down for the rest of the episode.
Honestly, I tend to feel like I'm right more often than I probably really am right. I need to be a little bit more patient instead of assuming that he doesn't care.
But after watching all this, I keep coming back to the same conclusion. Zied is far from perfect, but Rebecca is stuck in a cycle where every problem just is more evidence against Zied being wrong, guilty. And every single conversation they've had on this show has turned into a fight. Every single one. I get Rebecca's reasoning for the accusations against Zied in a lot of ways, but she's harder and harder to defend because of how aggressive she's being, how she's coming off. Because it doesn't matter whether she's right or wrong. No one is hearing what she's saying. They're just hearing her tone, how aggressive she's coming off. Let me know what you think about this. These two say they want to save their marriage, and maybe they do, but if they continue like this, why? Why save this? What are we saving? They seem so miserable. It's insane. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye!